We have around 6,600 rooms in Atlanta, which is by far our biggest market. I think the next biggest market has maybe 1,400 or so. But I'm really proud of the 6,600 rooms, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to the 170,000 people that need us, which is why you're still seeing homes in Atlanta get their first booking in line with our national averages, reach 80% occupancy in line with the national averages, because it's actually easier the more rooms you have in a market because people know about it. They can tell their friends. If all of us are working at the Applebee's and, Lance is complaining about his deadbeat girlfriend he lives with and he just wants to leave her when he doesn't have the money for an apartment and doesn't want to go to an extended stay motel. Well, maybe you've stayed in a PadSplit, or your brother did, or your ex-girlfriend did. And so, and you can kind of spread the word. And also, there's a contractor in Atlanta that's renovated over 400 houses for PadSplit. So it's like he can do it in his sleep. So there are pros and cons to every market. PadSplit is very thoughtful about any market we go into. So even if something is a new market, it doesn't mean it's like you're not going to be successful. It just, we've had more time to build the brand, train vendors, like get data, all that type of stuff. But everywhere needs PadSplit. Even like resort towns, Panama City Beach, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, like there are people there that are desperate for housing. So Atlanta is where we started, which is why I work at PadSplit. There's no way, I don't know if I would be at the caliber of people that we have being added to the team today. But yeah, Atlanta's great.
That's super dope. So delving into this space and underwriting and looking at deals and then matching it with your page, just to have a cross-reference where the places that you want to be at. We've kind of looked at some metrics, and Lance was always thinking, what are these metrics and what is more important? Which one would you say? Is there a rule of thumb? What's more important? Occupancy over how many rooms, how long it takes to book a room? So I'll let Lance dive into that so you can get into some of that stuff.
Yeah, but I know that whenever you put in a zip code, it brings up the little thing on the side, and it's got the 3 sections, the how many units are in the zip code and the 80% occupancy and obviously the shared and private bathroom. Out of those metrics right there, what's your number one go-to?